how to start this. I don't know.
What's up, Marty?
Welcome to another episode of the Marty Yang Show. We're here in a different studio and just trying to check out the vibes of this spot. But no conversation topic. We kind of said that we're going to talk about golf. Yes. And then one of the big things, too, just like sports in general. Right. SC's playing right now, and then the Dodgers just won.
Insane. Ohtani is a specimen. He needs to be studied, dude. That guy needs to be studied. Like, insane. 10 strikeouts, 3 home runs.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I was talking to a friend, and I forgot who it was. Actually, I think it was my cousin. And he was like, well, we're talking about players that we picked up or Dodgers picked up from Boston and then the Angels. Like, why in the hell would they sell Ohtani? Well,
they don't want to pay him.
They don't want to pay him.
That's what all this team is. Like, everybody's upset.
Yeah.
Everybody's upset, dude. Yeah. If you're losing, you got to be upset. But, like, the thing is like, they didn't want to pay him the money or any of those players. Glasnow could have got paid. Snell could have got paid. All these people that we acquired, they could have gotten paid, and then they went to the Dodgers, right? Yeah. So the Marlins that are in the chance to be in the World Series are playing the Blue Jays. The Mariners, I'm sorry.
Mariners.
The Mariners, they have one of the lowest payrolls, and they're in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
So
but they're going up against giants in the terms of, like, Ohtani, and then because I don't really follow baseball too much.
Okay.
I knew that the Dodgers were doing good, and the acquisition of Mookie Betts was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Like, he's a solid player.
That extension, yeah.
And then making an impact to the team. And then a lot of news around Ohtani coming from the Angels. And so I was like, oh, this should be exciting. And I didn't know how good of a player he was until watching the game. And then I didn't know how good of a player he was until watching him last night. Mm-hmm. So the hype, dude, he's amazing.
You have to think about it, too. We acquired him last year, right?
Yes.
He didn't pitch at all last year. So
he didn't pitch at all?
No, he got injured.
Oh.
He got injured at the beginning of the year. Oh, he actually had surgery. And then he recovered, and they're like, we're not going to have him pitch. We're just going to have him be a DH. And that's all he was. He was just a DH. He really didn't do anything on the field until this year. This year is when he first started to pitch. He was pitching with the Angels, but he wasn't pitching with us.
Oh, okay.
So now that we're finally seeing, like, why we paid this guy all this money. It's like, but think about it. Like, he's the greatest generational player to have played this game. He's better than Babe Ruth. You could legitimately say Shohei Ohtani is better than the great Bambino.
Yeah.
It's weird to say. Last night was history.
That's crazy.
It's crazy to say that I'm alive, that you're alive, that everybody watching this is alive to have witnessed Shohei Ohtani do 10 strikeouts. Dude, he struck out 3 Desai in the first inning and then hits a home run. That's insane.
Well, generally, pitchers who are great at pitching can't bat. That's been the knock, right? Mm-hmm. Like, pitchers can't bat. And
then if you did bat good, like Kershaw was one, like he hit a home run once, and he was able to do, like, certain things here and there in the beginning of his career. And now it's like, that's about as best as you got.
Yeah.
This guy's an anomaly, dude.
So to pick up Ohtani is just a fucking amazing.
Oh, and don't forget, last year he stole 50 bases.
Yes, he steals bases too. So he steals bases, he hits home runs, and he pitches amazing.
Which is crazy.
Just like a really complete baseball player. And he seems like a pretty cool dude, just like some Japanese dude, well-mannered. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he probably did do a lot of gambling, but now he doesn't do it anymore. He probably got caught up, because of that scandal.
Yes. I was watching an interview, and the bookie, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but the bookie, he went on a sort of podcast YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly, and he was talking about he was working with Shohei's manager, some Japanese dude, and he was kind of being shady and shiesty. So I don't necessarily think it was probably Ohtani doing shady shit, but it was his manager, from what I understood.
Nice.
Is that?
I have no idea. I just saw the news story like everybody else and just, kind of jokes at it, like funnily about it. I really don't know the whole situation, but it's comical. Like, it's like, damn, like that's crazy. And he could just go, oh, I don't speak English. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, from what I understood, his booking and the manager, they were placing bets.
Yeah.
And
or the interpreter was placing bets.
The interpreter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And using the money from Shohei's account or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I don't think, if it's linked to Ohtani, then that could be, and he's like betting on baseball or something like that.
It's Pete Rose. That's happened to Pete Rose. Pete Rose was by far the best, one of the best baseball players to ever live.
Oh.
Pete Rose was. So
I was talking about the coach.
Yeah, Pete Rose was Cincinnati Reds and just a stud, dude. He was the epitome of hustle, like the next man up type of deal and give it to you all 110%. That was Pete Rose, and he was a very, very good ball player, but they found out he was betting on his games that he played.
Shit.
So they banned him for life and all this stuff. So,
When was this?
Oh, man, this is back in the maybe late 70s, early 80s.
Okay. Damn, old school.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Pete Rose, yeah. Maybe even the early 80s, do you know what I mean? But it was first before I was born, that's for sure.
There's all kinds of referees, coaches, managers betting on their player to either lose or win, fixing fights and shit.
Look at the shot heard around the world was, the White Sox fixing the World Series.
When was
that's
this,
the thing. Oh, that was like in like the 1930s, 1940s, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not recalling any of this.
I'm a very big. I love sports.
You're a sports history buff.
I love sports, dude. Like if it's on like 30 for 30 or Netflix or any of that stuff, like I gravitate towards that. I like that kind of information, So it's I'm wearing the SC hat for Christ's sake. So I'm a big SC fan. Dodgers.
And you love betting too.
I do love betting. I won finally, everybody. I won.
Yeah.
I hit big last week. So
I seen Bryan. He hit a parlay. We were on watching UFC. Is it okay to share this?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and it just makes it more fun to put some money on the fights. It really does. I've never really been a big bettor or a gambler person, but having some money is a good way to be more invested in the fight. And for somehow you do pretty good. Like you've won a couple times.
I've won a couple. I mean, lost more than I've won.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very good. I can say lucky. I don't want to say good. I think you're just lucky, right? I like going for the long shots, especially like March Madness. Like there's so many long shots or dogs in that. So I like betting that. But for UFC, I like to hammer the parlays and do 5 fights, 6 fights. I'll get maybe, for you've seen in firsthand, dude, I'll get like 4 and lose 1.
Yeah.
Or I'll lose all of them, but it's just sometimes when it hits, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's super
and then
fun.
the amount betting is like anywhere from like $20 to like $100.
Yeah, I'll do like, $75 and win like $800.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I think the last one, it was like 75 and 800. I'll get silly and be like $100 and win like $1,300, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it makes it fun, right? Like,
yes.
And I do it where it's like if I lose it, it's not detrimental.
Exactly.
I think that's with gambling in general. I've seen people like that can just lose.
Yeah.
Right? And I hate to lose. And I just feel like, all right, well, if I lose $100, I'm not going to get upset.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm not going to kick myself. Like, if I lose like $500 or $1,000, that's a different story. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a...
Yes.
But
that's when you're getting into like, okay, this is not smart. This is not fun.
Yeah. I just don't... I mean, I have done it. I have lost, a couple $100 and not, especially in Vegas,
Yeah.
And if you've been drinking or something like that, it's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But, I never feel good if I'm losing like a couple $100. Even if I could afford it. Like I lost a couple $100 during the week. I was in Vegas for work and I lost a couple $100 and I was like, I still didn't like it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, fucking dumbass. Like, what'd you do? You should have bet this. You did that. You shouldn't even betted, So, But I prefer to do sports betting, and like if I do gamble, I like poker. The only bad part is in Vegas, they closed down a lot of poker rooms. I just found this out.
Oh.
So they closed down a lot of poker rooms, and I was at the MGM, Park MGM, and they didn't have a poker room in the casino. You had to go to another casino.
Oh.
So it was kind of like dog shit. But, it's fun.
So poker's your game.
I love poker, dude. Poker's slow. It's methodical. I could go in with $100 and, play smart. Yeah. And actually play. Like, I don't have to play a couple hands if I don't want to.
What are generally is this like a small blind, big blind type of thing?
Yeah.
What are generally the smalls and the bigs?
Depends on what it is you're betting. Like, if there's 5 of us playing, and I'm small blind, you're big blind, then it's $20 as a bet, right? So
Okay.
$20 is the ante.
Okay.
So 10 would go to me, 20 would go to you.
Okay.
And the other players have a chance to either bet the $20 or fold and
Yeah.
not have to play. And then
I'm
it gets
getting
to
it.
me, and then I either have to put the other 10 or lose my 10.
Yeah. I've gotten into this recently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I've gotten into this recently. One of my coworkers likes poker, and I like poker too.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason, I
It's
started
fun.
watching like poker tournaments.
Oh, World Series of Poker or something?
World Series of
Yeah.
Poker stuff, where they have the announcers and everything. Oh, Jimmy's betting on the, Jimmy's betting on the ace. He's got the ace. He's got the ace king.
Yeah.
But it really is a fun thing to do, especially if you're like with a good group of people. Whatever $50 or $100 that you're putting in to the game, you get some chips or whatever, and it's a good time. Maybe have some drinks if you want. Some people take it more seriously than others.
Oh, yeah. I know.
But it's fun.
I've met a handful of people that were like professional poker players. Like, and that's all they do. Like, they're like, dude, like, this is what I do for work, and I'm a professional poker player. Like,
Whoa.
And I'm just like, dude, like.
Do you have their contact info?
No, not just, no, I've met them like throughout my life. Like, not like I know them personally, right? I met them through passing the conversation. Like, either like I met one like at Reno. I remember one time I was at Reno, like, and I was playing blackjack. It was for Christmas. I have family in Reno. And I was playing blackjack, and we were there, and we were just talking to this dude, and he's like, oh, yeah. And he goes, oh, you're on a good way. He goes, kind of down for the week. And he's like, I'm like, down for the week? I'm like, what do you do? How often do you come? He goes, well, I'm a professional gambler. I go, you're a professional gambler. I'm like, how do you tax that? He goes, oh, taxing sucks. I was just being a professional gambler. But, that's just what I do for a living. Like, I enter tournaments. I do this. I do that. I go, dude, that's interesting. Then I met another dude, same thing, and kind of like piggyback that conversation. He's like, I heard like the taxation on that's pretty interesting. He's like, yeah, you got to make sure you if you go into a tournament and you win a big amount, you have to like claim it.
Yeah.
Like if it's a small amount, it's a little bit different. But if you're playing like in big tournaments, you have to claim that money if you win it, or else you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's
because they'll give you cash, huh?
Yeah, it's cash. It's like you're giving, or like a big check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's cool, man. Yeah. We're talking about gambling. I was in Vegas maybe a few weeks ago, and my game had been craps.
Nice.
Craps. I got kind of interested in craps. And the like actual physically rolling of the dice on the tables is pretty quick. Like you lose your money pretty quick. Mm-hmm. And so I actually gravitated toward the digital craps where they have like just some pair of dice in this like glass container in front of you, and then you have a button and you just push, and then so you're kind of rolling these dice. And I put maybe like $100 in, and then all of a sudden I was up $300.
Nice.
Yeah, I had like $400 in the account, $450. I was like, damn, this is fun because I like you were saying, gonna take for myself. I take maybe $200-$300 to gamble, and if I'm gonna lose it, then I'm gonna lose it, and I'm not mad about it. I'm kind of just playing and having fun. And so that's what I was doing. I was playing some craps and playing some roulette, and so
that's cool.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, Vegas is cool. You can do everything in Vegas, man. It's fun. I just unfortunately I just go way too much. For work purposes, it's just for work I'm always there. So, but
what's that experience like for you always going to Vegas? Because Capichetti says something similar to that. He goes a lot. For work too. He says that it's a burnt ass city.
Yeah. It's fucking burnt, dude. And like not just that, like it's like okay, like you gotta go out to a party, you gotta bottle pop, you gotta go to a club, or you gotta go gamble. Or, obviously the food is amazing there. That's the best thing about Vegas is all the food.
Yeah.
Right? Like I love food.
Yeah.
I smoke weed too, so that makes it even better.
Yeah.
So it's all the food there that's what's like to me that's Vegas. I haven't really experienced the shows, but yeah, it's like you can get pretty old pretty quick.
Yes,
what I mean?
100%.
And especially if you're going there for work, like I go for work and I'll be done at a certain time and I'll be working from like 11 to 6 all day on my feet talking to a bunch of people, and then I get home and then there's something we have to do, and like that can be exhausting, and you're doing it for like multiple days. And you're just like, and it's just work, right? So it's like you get dinner with your group or your crew. Like we go as a group and we go get dinner. And then it's like, okay, there's something to do with that industry that we're in, right? So it's like a mixture, or someone's hosting something, or you get caught up with somebody you met at the bar that is in the industry. And then you start talking, and then like business comes out of that, So it has its, it's both sides of the coin, It's just the lack of sleep is always the worst.
Yeah.
So
totally.
Yeah, I can't stand. I mean, I'm fucking 36, dude. Like, I want to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
That's why I love golfing, bro. I just I gotta wake up early, be done early, and then I can sleep early.
Yeah,
totally. I mean?
So talking about golfing, we're going to be going golfing tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And this is at the what course?
Los Amigos in Downey.
Los Amigos in Downey. And you said this was your favorite course.
One of my favorite courses.
One of your favorite courses.
One of my local big courses that's close. They have like nice water. The greens are nice. They got some good par fives. Like they're long, like some long holes. Some nice par threes in there. The end of it, you'll see at the end, like on hole 18, it's a par 3 over water, and they have the champions tee. And you can tee over the water to get into the par 3. It's a really nice hole.
Oh, wow.
It's a really nice hole. So, it's fun, dude.
It's addicting as well.
I was so fucking addicted. I was at Roger Dunn yesterday. I spent like a couple $100.
At where?
Roger Dunn.
Where's
Roger
that?
Roger Dunn's in. That one's in Irvine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that costs a couple $100 to tee?
No. That was just a store. It's a golf store. Roger Dunn Golf.
Okay.
Golf shop.
Gotcha. So, isn't it fun, like buying shit too,
dude,
like bags and like, clubs and shirts and hats?
It's like every fucking week, dude. I'm going there. I'm just like, oh shit, here's another couple $100. Oh shit, here's another couple $100. Like, we were just talking. I was like, dude, I want to get a new bag. You're like, you just got this fucking bag. I was like, yeah, but I can get another bag, you know, which is just a little bit better, and like clubs and
technology, rangefinders.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like, with the grit, you don't need a rangefinder. It's on your phone. You don't just pay for that rangefinder. But then you could have a rangefinder. There's just so much stuff, dude. Like, little knickknacks, like shirts, and, like I got, like, a new shirt. I got a new hat. Like, just fucking, it's addicting, dude. Like, it's a good
fun.
sport, though. It's a fun sport.
Yes, and it also could lead to business opportunities as well.
Yes.
Just, you had mentioned that you go with your work colleagues. People who are professionals like to golf, and it's a good opportunity to kind of get to know somebody because you're playing for 2 or for like 4 hours. And that's a good way to like understand if you want to do business with somebody.
Oh, yeah,
like
100%.
You get to really know people
100%.
And that's important for doing business. I heard a podcast of a CEO or somebody who's like a C-suite executive who kind of puts together teams, and her thought was like, yes, you want the skilled people, and even more so, you want people who you can like trust, like who you're going to go into battle with. You want to pick those people on your team because the skills can be gained, you can learn, you can be taught, but there's something about a person's character, and also you just want to work with somebody who you get along with. It just helps that they have a certain skill set.
I think people who play golf, this is my take, people who play golf and who are addicted to golf get addicted to the improvement of the game. Like everybody, I fucking suck, right? I sucked when I first started, and I still suck now. but I'm getting better than when I first started, right? And same thing can go with you. I think every time you do that, and if somebody is like really invested in it, they know like, oh, I could get better, right? Like every time like I play, I know I'm getting a little bit better. I'm working on it, and like somebody who golfs and who has that same type of thing is like they're working on it because like they understand like, okay, like if I work at this can get better, and that translates to their work itself, right? It's like if you work at something, you could get like you can master that craft.
Yes.
Right? And you can master that. Like the people that I work with, that they're always striving to get better. We can do X amount of dollars and be like, great, we need to do this amount. Like and be real. Like we got to go.
Yes.
Right. And like that goes for golf. Oh, but I shot a great round of golf, but I know I could be better. You know, like I know I could get better. Like I want to get better. Like
and I am getting better.
And I am getting better.
Yeah.
Right. Like you've gotten like, dude, the last round we played, you were smoking it. You know, like you were hitting it good. You know,
a few of them were lucky for sure.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. Fucking 90% of it's luck, dude. You know, as long as you just hit it straight, and then let fucking luck. Dude, I hit one. I did a breakfast bowl the other day, and I hit it, dude, and I was like, what the fuck? It was a horrible shot, and then I hit it again. I hit it off the heel. It was like a par 3. And it hit the cart path, and it kept rolling, dude. It went down like 100 yards, and then it hooked left. And I was like,
nice.
What the hell?
That works.
I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. Like, I'll get that all day.
Yeah, so a breakfast ball, for people who don't know what that is, it's like a kind of like a...
It's a mulligan, another word for
a mulligan, or like a... you get to have like a redo if you hit a really ridiculous shot that is,
that
horrible.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, that horrible breakfast ball. Then, you get to, hit another one. The thing that I like about golf... Well, there's many things that I like about golf. One of them is being in nature, and it's kind of relaxing and a space for my brain to just focus on golfing, to focus on one thing. Generally, I'm like at work, I'm like thinking about this, and I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about this, I'm really not locked in, and with golf or snowboarding, something that I really enjoy doing in nature, there's something that kind of quiets my mind, and I can lock in. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I like golfing. And then, plus you get to hang out with friends, plus, you can drink, or you can smoke, or you can build relationships, and you're actually like, so this is something that I heard from somebody. It's like golf is so fun for men because we're interested in solving problems, that whole dynamic of like boyfriend, girlfriend, like the girlfriend wants to talk about the problems, the boyfriend wants to solve the problems. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like that's a real thing. And when you're at golf, like you're solving all these problems. You got a certain amount of grass that you have to pick the right amount of club. You're breathing, your focus, your swing, like you're solving all of these challenges in order to accomplish getting the ball in the hole. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why I'm so addicted to golf, because I'm solving all of these problems, and it's just really fun. You get these beautiful views with your friends. It's a really amazing sport. Why did you start golfing?
Bro, I have a really good group of friends. I'm very fortunate that I have had the same group of friends since I left high school. So they all golf, right? And they were golfing long before I did, and they were hammering me, dude, for years. Dude, golf with us. And I was like, I don't want to do that shit. And I got a used club set that one of my old bosses gave me, and I'm a left-hander, so not everybody's a left-hander. And it was just shitty clubs. They were hand-me-downs, and I just never played. And I went with some coworkers, and dude, they were golfing, and it just took one. I went in there knowing this is gonna suck, right? And I said, I'm gonna buy a fucking expensive set of golf clubs and force myself to golf, because all these guys are doing it, and I needed an outlet. So I started doing it, and yeah, dude, I got the bug. I got hit with it, and I started going to the range all the time, and I was like, my buddy Christian just gave me a really good advice. He's like, hey, dude, everybody sucks. I suck. Everybody here sucks. Nobody's a pro. Everybody sucks. It's just, it's competition between your friends, and like it kind of like brings you more like closer together. So when I started doing it, like I started getting in contact to friends of mine that like not to say we lost contact, we just wouldn't be in contact as much. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you have friends that you wish you could talk to a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Like my buddy Josh. You met my buddy Josh. Like I love my buddy Josh. He's my friend Tali's brother, and I just don't talk to him as much. But because of golf, now it's like, hey, dude, I got a tee time. You down to row? Yeah. Hey, you want to do this? Like, and then like some other people that again, friends of mine. So that's what kind of got me into it, having their friendship with my friends again. And then just overall like exercising and just, you know, it's a good time because you can hit like shit all day, but then you hit that one fucking ball, dude, where you're like, I could fucking do this, dude. And like there's been some that's like, dude, I fucking smacked the shit out of it, or like, damn, I'm close to the pin, and then, you know, or I do a long putt, right? And it's one of those things where it kind of brings you back. You know, you could suck fucking all 18 holes and then hit one nice fucking ball, and then
it'd be worth it.
It's fucking
it's
worth
like the
it,
best
dude.
feeling in the world.
The endorphins fucking kick in, dude. You're like, this is what it was.
Hopefully your boys see it.
Right? Yeah.
Hopefully your boys see it. Like, nice shot.
Yep. That's the best, dude. Yeah, dude. And it's all, and you know, not just that. Like even with, you know, whenever you tee off, fucking, you hit it good. Oh, that a boy, dude. Like it's that.
It's camaraderie.
Yeah. You know, it's fucking fun, man. It's a very fun. I wish I did it sooner. You know, everybody I think that I've talked to says like, I wish I started golfing sooner.
Totally.
You know, so yeah.
I started golfing when I was like 17. I was on the or I had like Golf Theory, and my friend was on the golf team, and so he's like join Golf Theory or whatever. You get to kind of like be with the golf team. I was like, okay, so let's do that. And that's when I first got my introduction. I didn't compete at all because I just sucked. I was just terrible. And then I had some friends who golfed along the way. But I would play maybe like once a year, something along those lines. And then this past year, I was, for whatever reason, I got the bug. I was like, dude, I am, for whatever reason, wanting to golf all the time. Yeah. You know, and my friend, he hit me up. And then he put me in a group chat with a bunch of different people who golf as well. And then I don't know what the reason for me starting to like want to golf all the time. It was just like, man, I want to golf all the time. So once I got that, then I was like, yeah, this is really fun. I'm down for this. Or you can leave it in there too. So one of the things that I've been thinking about doing is like, man, I want to grow this podcast. I work a full-time job and I have other hobbies outside of like doing this. And it's been a labor of love all of these years to kind of like acquire the cameras, acquire the microphones, you know, talk to the like set up with the guests, do that sort of logistics, find a spot to record at, you know, the lighting. So this is kind of really, I'm trying to pay people to do these things so that I can focus on work, because I actually really am grateful to be working where I'm working right now. They encourage this thing about like, if you can focus in and dial in sort of on your own personal development, then that's going to show in the numbers as well. So they really invest in that, and like trainings and consultants and things like along those lines. And so the more I figure out how to like be real, the market for authenticity is coming up big with like streamers and these people who are just themselves on camera, and where people can relate and join in and share that experience with them. And so that's something that I'm wanting to more focus on. And so if paying somebody to record this podcast and edit it, and then also somebody for my social media, I think that's kind of the route that I'm going. And I thank you for joining.
Yeah, always, dude. Always love doing this fucking show.
Yeah, cool. And being a part of it. And so
outside of that, dude, anything else you want to
See you tomorrow on the course, dude.
See you tomorrow at the course.
Later, bro.
Thanks.